Hi, everybody. It's hard to believe that the course is coming to an end. We are already well into the final week and covering regression models where the outcome of interest is a dummy variable or a binary variable. And we've seen the linear probability model as well as the logistic regression model used to handle those situations this week. Good work last week in learning a number of nonlinear functional forms that can be used as extensions of the multiple linear regression model. Just a couple of quick comments there. Overall, people did a really nice job. It looked like the most common issues came up with the interaction term model, and in particular, interpreting the effects in that model. I always think the simplest thing to do there, especially in the case where one of those variables being interacted is a dummy variable, is to just plug in the 0 and plug in the 1 and evaluate the two different regression equations that you're looking at. That's, I think, the easiest way to see the difference in the effects of a particular x across those different categories. And also, this was really, I think, just more, it wasn't an error in interpretation or anything like that, but on the Gretel assignment, a number of people estimated a log linear model rather than a linear log model, which you were asked for. Now, to be fair, I guess the linear log model was not gone over in the Gretel presentation, but it was mentioned in the VoiceThread presentation, and it's really the only thing that's really changing is that the x variable is in logs and the y variable is in the original units of measurement. And we need to pay attention to how interpretations change there as well. But that was a common mistake. People gave log linear models instead of the asked for linear log, where we just have y, but x is in logs. Most people gave y was in logs and x was just in the original units of measurement. But overall, again, really good job there. We have an exam coming up this weekend. It will become available sometime tomorrow. You'll be able to take the exam whenever you want between when it becomes available and when it's due, which I believe I've made sometime early Monday morning. It's non-cumulative, so it's just covering the material since the midterm. It will be very similar in format to the midterm in that you'll be using Gretel in a data set, and it'll be very similar in that regard. I'll post an announcement with more details about the exam, but please feel free to reach out with any questions that you might have about it. What else? Gretel assignment this week. Unsurprisingly, I've gotten a number of emails about difficulties getting the data into Gretel. Most people are getting an error message that, if you read closely, says something about non-numeric values when expecting numeric values. So here's a fix. Download the data in Excel when you go to the University of Kentucky website, and then highlight the entire data set, just a select all, and change the format of the values to number. There should be an option to do that kind of in the middle of the screen. The format's probably currently on general. You want to highlight all the data, select the format, number, and then save it as a CSV file. You'll probably get a little message about you can only save this sheet of data, not the entire workbook. Just say that's fine. So save that and then try importing that CSV file into Gretel. You'll probably get a message about, do you want to give this data a panel data or time series interpretation? Technically it is panel data, but you'll handle that in ANA 510. So just click no, and that should do the trick. But that is all. I talked about the exam. If you haven't already, please take a few moments to complete the course evaluations. They are quite important for a number of details, and I really appreciate your feedback. I've really enjoyed teaching this course. I hope that you feel like you have acquired some useful skills, specifically, or perhaps most importantly in this class, when it comes to regression analysis, because regression analysis is again used really throughout the sciences and throughout different approaches to data analysis in general. And most of it really is built from the simple linear model that we now have a very solid understanding of. So do those course evaluations, please. Let me know if you have any questions at all, and look for that announcement about the exam coming soon. Take care, everybody.